Good evening, all of you. Good evening, all of you. Hi, friends. Are you there?
Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening again. Yeah. I want to introduce myself. I am Sri Tiruputra from Vishakhapatnam from Andhra Pradesh, where I have completed my BTech from GMR University in 2019. After that, I got placed in one MNC company, GMR Infrastructure Limited. It was working in UP. It was working a project DFCC, a big railway project which is 400 kilometers long. In that, I worked as a QQC engineer for 2.5 years. After getting a lot of experience, I thought of why won't we can go for MTech so that we can be increase our knowledge more and we can applicable in MTech so that what the things are we are learning we should know and we should grow for our career. So again, I went for MTech. Now at present, I am doing MTech in NIT Surathkal, and here I am. I'm there to present you some of the things regarding. I will show you the content. Yeah. Overall introduction about PQC and all the IS tools to provide the complete knowledge regarding the site and the selection of materials and all the test process, to provide the complete knowledge how to get the approvals of materials and mix design from our client. Suppose we want to do some of the mix designs, but we cannot do whatever we want. Some of the things we have to follow that we can get it from the client as the client requirement. So by using a lot of code books, we have to design and we should get approval from the client so that we can use these things in their projects. Complete knowledge of all mix design, including mass concreting and self compacting concreting, and brief knowledge in all IAS code books which were used in railways and highway constructions, and selection process of ballast and how the ballast material will be selected, what the things to be documented to get the approval, not only for ballast, I will say for all the purposes, even for admixtures, whatever the materials we are using in construction purpose, how to get approval, what are the requirements we have to see, and how we have to deal with the things so that we can get the approval and we can use in our construction field. These are very important. We will use the material, whatever material we will get used, but some of the IS things will say that we have to use some of the things according to the limits and we can use. So how to get the approval of particular material, we can go through some of the code books and we can prepare a documentation and we can submit to the client, so that they can analyze, okay, they are good, they are following the limits, so they will accept it. And I am going to explain all the soil tests, not only soil tests, all the things, whatever materials we are using in construction industry, I will explain all the tests, how we will do and what are the code books we have to follow and what are the limits at present also. And blanket mix designs which were used in the sub base layers for the railway purpose and for our railway constructions and highway constructions, and calibrations of all equipments, the whatever the materials we are using, for every material we need a calibration reports. For suppose we are having any batching plant, without calibration we are doing, if we think that okay, we have feed it as a 400 kilo cement, but due to some calibration problem, because we should feed 400 but we are feeding 400, due to some calibration problems only 390 is going, then automatically our strength will be decreased without knowing to us, automatically the strength will be decreased and it may create a lot of problems. To avoid these type of minor mistakes, we should follow the calibrations for every equipment, and for every equipment we are having some of the timings for batching plant 1 year, for some lot of equipments we are having 6 months, 2 months, for every 1 year we have to do calibrations. Okay, then after that I am going to explain you I will explain all the site things, what the things we have to do and what we are not to do, and all the concrete properties and calibration properties and the test procedure press and how to design. These are all site related things I will explain. Apart from that, I'm going to explain theoretically in a brief manner in concrete technology. Whatever you want in concrete technology, I am going to explain everything, the design and what are the features of concrete and what are the properties of cement and mixers and the testing process and non-destructive and destructive tests on concrete. I'm going to explain everything in this my outcome, that I am divided into some of the topics so that it can be easy. Unit 1 will be completely like introduction part for the various concrete properties, mixed designs, batching, workability factors. I will deal with this. After that, properties, hardness of the strength of the concrete, water ratio, cement. You can easily learn. I will explain very nicely. After that, I have splitted in 5 units so that it will be easy to explain things. After that concrete technology, I am going to explain transportation engineering. In transportation engineering, I will explain the basic parameters, what the things are required while you are going to site. Not only basic, I will explain the in-depth things also, how to design highway alignment, what are the dimensions required, and what are the if any existing road is there, what are the things we have to study, and how we can develop that existing road, also how we can extend, what are the design CBR values. I will, based on CBR value, how we will find out the thickness of the layers. I'm going to explain everything in this transportation. And in the transportation engineering library also, I will explain penetration test, aggregation, crushing value test, and these are the some of the few tests that can be used in transportation lab. Soundness, traffic volume study, determinant of CBR, spot speed study. If you people are interested, I will help you to publish journal also. I am very much interested in publishing journals. If you will come up with any project, I can help you a lot. I have published 5 journals up to now. When I am in site only, I used to study a lot and I used to publish more journals. After that, now water resource engineering. Now I want to add this subject because now I am preparing 2 to 3 journals for the estimation and the flood control estimation, and what are the requirements for the dam constructions for every, what are the future prediction of the rainfall things. I will explain everything in this chapter. And for today, I want to explain you one. For example, I want to explain here how to do a concrete mix design and how it can be get approval from a client. Is there any doubt up to now? Hello? Hello?
Yes, you can proceed. Thank you.
Okay. I want to explain concrete mix design first. Concrete mix design. Basic definition of the concrete mix design. Concrete is a composite. It consists of water binding material, which we are using as a cement, with a fine aggregate and coarse aggregate. Without chemical admixture or with chemical admixture we can use. With chemical admixture, when we will use, if we require any certain things, like if we want to design a concrete mix design for 3 hours, it should be poured after 3 hours. For the retention time, we can use admixture. And not only for retention, for retarders also we can use for the air bubbles and to get the strength. And for the workability purpose, we will use the admixtures. In a concrete mix design, it will be cement will be around 50. This is the only normal prediction. Cement will be 7 to 15%, and water will be 14 to 21. Rest of the things will be coarse aggregate. And this is normal pie diagram. Okay. First, before selecting a mix design, we have to see a drawing. What the mix design we want to do. Suppose we want to do M35. We need, first of all, while choosing the mix design, we need mostly 3 code books, which I am using, but we can use lot. But there will be somewhat difference in railway mix designs and highway mix designs. First, we will talk about railway mix designs. In railway mix designs, we will use mostly that IS 456-2000 and
Hello.
CB. Hello.
Sorry for the interruption, sir.
Okay,
But
okay.
slide is not moving, sir.
Uh-huh.
Slide is not working. It shows a
Okay,
unit
okay.
water resources.
Okay. Now it's okay. Hello.
The slide is not visible, sir.
Not visible. Wait.
It shows a unit 5 of the water resources.
Okay. Wait a minute. I will connect. One minute. Now you can. Hello.
No, sir.
No.
Let me check my network.
Okay.
Let
You
me
check your network.
unit.
Anyone having the same problem? I'm having the problem, or you people are having the problem? Is it okay now? Hello.
No, sir. No. There is
Okay.
no change.
No change. I think you have network issues. Is any other one having same problem?
I can see it.
Yeah. I think you have network issues.
Maybe if it's possible to zoom in a little to let it fill the width of the screen, might be clearer for him to see.
Yeah. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is first? We need to take. We need to consider some of the IS code books for the railway constructions. What we'll use mostly IS 10262, IS 10262 2019. This is the main procedure we will get how we have to do the mix design. After that, supporting IS codes will required for the standard deviations and for some purposes. That IS 383 for material purpose. What the ratios we have to follow, we can get it from IS 383. After that, we can get standard deviation from 2 code books that we can also use for IS 456 2000. If not, railway code book CBC. Then first background data. When we are going, while we are considering to do a mix design, first we have to see the background of the materials. First we have to see the whether the fine aggregate which we are selecting is approved or not. First, for what the materials we are using in a construction purpose, first all the materials we should need approval from the client. After getting approval only, we can use those material in the construction field. If not, they will reject simply. After getting all the approvals from the client, then we should go for mix design. Before going to mix design, we have to see all the properties, whether it is in good condition or not. sand, whether it was having the fineness properly or not, whether it is zone 2 or not, bulk condition. We have to see some of the properties. These properties we can compare with IS 383 codebook. After that, aggregates also we can get the same from IS 383. And water and the admixture and the cement, these are the things we have to see the properties from the IS codebook. After these are fulfilling the parameters, then we can proceed for the concrete mix design. These are the cement, coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and water. After that, why we need chemical reaction, what need of chemical reaction in? Actually, while we are adding cement with water, we will get heat of hydration. If heat of hydration is more, we will get lot of cracks and sinkage cracks. To avoid these heat of hydration, nowadays, not it was developed fully, but nowadays all are using PPC cement to avoid the heat of hydration. But when comparing to the OPC, PPC is economic, and there is only one disadvantage, that it will not give early strength when compared to OPC. OPC we will get strength within 28 days 100%, but PPC we will get at 56 days. Only because of this we are not using PPC, but PPC is better. Aggregates of the concrete. While we are choosing the aggregate of the concrete, aggregate should be angular. Most probably it should be angular. Angular means it should be round. It should not be like flaky or elongate. If flaky or elongate, it is easy to break. It will not get strength. The main part we will get the strength from cement. After that only we will get the strength from the aggregates. Sand is like a filling material. If the aggregate value, if the aggregate crushing value is more, obviously we will get the more strength. For to know the aggregate crushing values, we have a lot of tests, that aggregate impact value, loss angle test we can use, and we can also find the water observation test, how much water content it is absorbing. We can do the sum of the tests and we can get the reports. Okay, I will start the concrete mix design procedure as per 10262. Aggregate is relatively expensive and does not enter into complex chemical reactions with water. Actually, aggregate will not react for the chemical process, but it will react in some of the theory, but it will not react. Only mostly it will react materials are cement, water, and admixtures. However, due to increasing the awareness of role played by the aggregate in determining the many important properties of concrete, the traditional view of aggregate is an interfiller is being seriously questioned. Actually, while using, I want to go brief, but it cannot be possible right now. Just I want to give the mixed designs simply. I will start with mixed design. You can see, I said already, flakiness elongation. These type of materials we cannot use for the construction purpose. Only the angular materials we can use. And this type of materials, see, these are somewhat not elongated, not flaky. These are the angular materials which can be used. It is also called as ideal aggregates. Now we will go for mixed. Some of the value I have already said to you that limits we can get crushing and impact values. For wearing course, what the top layer we are wearing concrete, the crushing value should be 30%. For non-wearing, construction purpose, like it will be like pile, for the wing walls. For these type of things, we can the aggregates use up to, we are having the crushing value up to 45%. This is how we will find the whether it is belongs to zone 1 or zone 2. We will do the gradations and we will know the whether it is belongs to zone 1 and zone 2. Yeah, now we will start. Okay, before starting concrete mix design, we have to find the target strength. The target strength is F equal to FCK plus S. We will get this equation from IS 10262. After choosing the we have to choose the grade of concrete. What grade of concrete we are in want to do? Let us assume that we are doing for M35. For M35, we have to first we are having one formula that F equal to FCK plus standard deviation. Wait 1 minute. Yes, we have to find the target cell. We can use that FCK plus F equal to FCK plus standard deviation. In that FCK is we will place M35 and we will get the standard deviation from I have suggested two code books, that IS 456 2000 and CBC. In that we can get the standard deviations. For particular grade of concrete, they already kept the standard deviation. Okay, if you are not having the standard deviation, we can go for another process also. If you are not having, we don't know what the standard deviation, but we should have the particular data that that existing M35 concrete last time, that we can take the test reports. After taking all the test reports of existing concrete mixed region of M35, we have to find the standard deviation. If what the standard deviation is coming, we can use that standard deviation also in this new mixed design. Okay, it is not, it is difficult, we are not having the mixed designs old ones, we have to prepare entirely new one. Then we can go for assumed standard deviation from IS 456 and CBC code book. After choosing the standard deviation, first we have to find the water cement ratio. Water cement ratio, there are
Hello.
hello.
Sorry for the interruption, sir. There is a two or three students more who can't see your slide.
Actually, they are having problem. My network is okay, and a few of the members also seeing my PPT, but some of the members are facing problem. I too came know that.
Hello, sir.
Bollo.
Can you rejoin?
Okay, I will rejoin.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Hello, I cannot able to share my screen. Hello,
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
is it visible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For the easy purpose, I have downloaded that IS 10262. I will explain. You people can see easily. Yeah. Wait a minute. I will show the main things so that it will be background things I will explain. Okay. Yeah. This is the main process for designing the mixed design. First, we have to select the grade. After that, what type of cement we have to use, and what is the maximum size of aggregate, and whether it is heavily reinforced or not, and what the slump we are required. Slump, it will be depending upon the time. At what time we have to pour the concrete. It will be like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. Based upon the time we can increase or decrease our workability, like slump. We can use admixtures for that. After that, what is the minimum cement grade and what is the maximum cement grade we have to consider. The thing, these are the main things we have to consider before going into mixed design. These are all things you will get in IS codebook. What is the maximum cement content? Maximum cement content we will use 450, but in railway project, in some of the code books, it was given also 500 limit. Minimum it's 300, but in some of it will be entirely different. It will be somewhat different from the highway and railway. For it was given that for highways 300 minimum cement content. For railways it was given 350. It will be somewhat, it will vary. And after getting all the test reports of the materials, we should see the some of the things, specific gravity of the cement. We will get these all the things while we are doing the material test for each parameter. For each material, we will get the specific gravity of aggregates in SSD condition and saturation condition, and what is the admixture weightage, and the water observation, what the water observation having the coarse aggregate and fine aggregate. It will due to this water observation, we can deduct or increase our water content. If we are having a lot of moisture content in aggregate, then we can we have to reduce our water content so that it will, the workability will be maintained in proper manner. After that, okay, I will go standard. This is the formula. F dash FCK equal to FCK plus 1.5 into S. S I have explained already, standard deviation. Whether we can take from IS 456 or CBC. If not, we are having the past data. We can consider the standard deviation also. After getting, we are doing the mixed design for M35. Just you keep M35 here plus 1.5 into, we are having the standard deviation for M35 also 5. So we are getting the target strength. Actually, this is for M40. I'm saying for M35. We will get some standard deviation, standard targets we will get. After getting this target strength, wait. After getting target strength, we need to fix the water cement ratio. If we are getting target strength for M35, like we will get target strength about 39. We can see the here the 28 days strength results. This is the graph we will use for the fixing the water cement ratio. We want the strength up to 42. We are getting 42 for M35. We are getting target strength. Okay, this is the 45.
लेकिन हल्ला गुल्ला हो रहा ना इस वजह से सुनने
Hello?
में ऐसा कोई
Can you mute your mic?
ना स्पेशल ऐसा कुछ नहीं है तो
Hello?
अगर शांति रहेगी तो कहीं भी सुन सकते हैं ऐसा कुछ नहीं वैसे यहाँ से ज्यादा शांत नहीं मिलेगा
Hello? Okay. These are the 28 days strength results, and this is the water cement ratio. And water cement ratio, we are having maximum water cement ratio we have to use is 0.45. And now we are having the target strength 42, and we have to plot. This is the 42 we will come across, and this is the thing we are getting here. After that, this we have to go down so that we will get the what water ratio we can use. Here we are getting 0.38. Just we have to fix the water cement ratio 0.38. And here we are using maximum size of aggregate is 20 mm. So we have to assume that air content will be also there for 2%. After that, we are assuming 20 mm as a maximum aggregate. Then in code book, it was given that IA 10262. It was given that maximum water content we have to use is 186 liters. 186 liters is common. If we are using maximum aggregate size as a 20 mm, we have to use 186 liters is compulsory. But by using 186 liters, we cannot do the mixed design. The water content may be increased depending upon our material properties. These are the criteria we have to take. I have already informed you that minimum and maximum cement content for the plain concrete and reinforced concrete and their water cement ratios. These are some of the examples, but these can be you can see in some of the code books also that what are the conditions we will use, in what type of conditions we are going to use the mixed designs. These are the conditions. Most probably our India is in moderate conditions, but we are also having coastal regions where it is severe. For coastal regions, we will design in separate manner. That cement content cement will be changed, like another type of cement we will use. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will come to here. Then we have chosen as a water cement ratio is 0.38 from the graph. After choosing the 0.38, cement content we have to find. We have to find the cement content. We have already, actually we got it. We are using 186 liters from code book. We got the 186 liters of water we have to use for maximum aggregate. Here you can see. For maximum aggregate, we are using 20 mm. For 20 mm aggregate, we have to use 186 liter. You can see from table IS 10260, we can see 186 liters we have to use. But this is 186 liter is for 50 mm slump. But if we want more than 50 mm slump, we should increase our water content so that we will get the more slump. So how we will increase? First, 186 liter is given for 50 mm. In codebook, it was mentioned that for every 25 mm, we have to increase 3% of water. So you can see here in this, he was using, he want to design for 70 mm slump, 75 mm slump. So we have to increase for 25 mm, 3% we have to increase. So he was calculated 186 plus 3 into 186 by 100. If we want 100, we should calculate 6 into 186 by 100. For every 25 mm increase, we have to increase 3% of water of 186 liters. So we will get, after calculating, we will get this. But this is our water content. But we are using the admixture. Actually, there is one main thing. If we are increasing water content, the strength will be decreased. So in order to increase our strength, we should decrease our water content. So how we will decrease the water content? This is our water content. Minimum, this is our water content. We have to use this thing, but we have to reduce the water content to get the more strength. How we can use? We can use admixtures. I will show you. We can use the admixtures. In IS 1093, we can get the up to what limit that admixture can reduce the water content. It was given that 25 to 30% we can reduce the admixture by using 1% of the cement content. 1% of the cement content we can use, and it can decrease 25 to 30% of the water content. This is our water content what we got. And by using admixture, we are using 0.7% of cement content. We can decrease up to 147. We can use up to 1% of the admixture. We can use up to 1%. We can for some other mixed designs, we can also go for 2%, but we will be limit up to 1%. I will explain you how you got this 147 also, how we are considering only 0.77, why we are not considering 0.8%, why we are not considering 0.6, how we are getting that 0.7%, how we are considering this is only our design thing. But for this thing, we have to do lot of experiments. What we have to do? First, we have to fix our slump. Okay, our slump is 75 mm we have to get. And our water content is 191. How we have to decide our admixture content to increase our slump up to 75 mm. Okay. First of all, we will take take 0.5% as our admixture. Then we will multiply with 191.58. Then we will get some of the water content. We will use that water content and 0.5 admixture, and we will do a trial mix. And we will see whether we are getting 75 mm slump or not at our required time. If we are coming, okay, we will fix 0.5 only. Okay, if we are not coming, then we have to go for 0.6. Then we have to go for 0.7. Like that, we will increase doses and we will fix the admixture content to get our desired slump. Okay. Then we are fixing our water content by using admixture. Now our water content also fixed, and we have selected water cement ratio also from that graph 0.36, just using 0.36. Okay. Then water cement ratio. How we will calculate water cement ratio? This is the formula. Cement content equal to what the water we are using by water cement ratio equal to we will get the cement content. Okay, we are getting here 411 kgs, but what is the maximum cement content we have to use? 450. Okay, then minimum 350 we have to use, but 411 is within limit. It was below 450, so we can use this as our cement content. See, you can see here 320. In some of the code books, entirely they are mentioning, for some of the code books they are mentioning 300, 350, and maximum we are using 500, 450. It will be depending upon the what the we are using, what the code book we are using, and what work we are using. Depending upon works also, some of the things will change, code books will change. In railways, we will use some of the code books, and when comparing to the highways, we will change the code books. So we have to see all these criteria before designing a mixed design. Okay. After that we have already decided our cement content also. Now we have to go for, we have decided our water content, admixture content, and cement content. Now we have to decide our aggregate. How much fine aggregate we have to use and coarse aggregate we have to use. In that coarse aggregate also, we are using two type of coarse aggregate, 20 mm and 10 mm. And what ratios we should use, we have to calculate right now. Okay, for that purpose I will say. Just before going into this thing, we have to consider we are using water cement ratio as 0.36 right now. For 0.3 we are having in 10260, it was mentioned that we have to calculate the volume of aggregate by using water cement ratio. But actually you can see here, yeah, you can see here. For maximum size of aggregate 20 mm, for the zone 2 type fine aggregate, we have to use water cement is 0.50 equal to 0.62. This is the condition it was given. For the water cement ratio 0.62, the volume of aggregate is 0.62. But our water cement ratio is 0.36. But here we are having 0.56. We have to decrease to 0.36. For decreasing in 0.36, we are having some procedure here. For every decreasing or increasing of 0.01 in water cement ratio, we have to increase 0.05% in on right hand side. This is how I will calculate, and we will get for 0.36 we will get 0.62, and for decreasing, what we have decreased in 0.5 to 0.36, we are increasing in this amount. Then we will get the volume equal to 0.64. Then volume of fine aggregate, we have to find out volume of fine aggregate. Volume of fine, let it be volume will be 1. We need to calculate, we got the volume of coarse aggregate 0.648. Then we need to calculate fine aggregate. Then we can just minus it, subtract it, so that we will get the volume of fine aggregate. So okay, we are got the also volume of fine aggregate. But based on our experience, we can assume, based on doing lot of trials also, we can assume 60-40. You can see approximately it is coming 60-40, but it will be we should be well educated, and we should see all the properties while doing the trials, so that at that time we can fix. Due to our segregation process, we can fix at that time also. But this is entirely theoretical part. This is the thing we have to follow. But if you are feeling that sand content is less, then we can go for 60-40 ratios. It will be depending upon our condition only. Then we will go, okay, total volume of the concrete mixed design, what we will find out for 1 meter cube. Okay, then you can find the simple calculations. You can find it. Volume of cement, we have to find the volume of cement. We know the mass of cement, what we got at earlier, 412 by specific gravity of cement into 1/1000. We will get the volume of cement for the 1 meter cube. As same procedure we will use for all the materials. Volume of water, mass of water we know, specific gravity 1/1000. We will get the volume of water, and the same for all the ingredients. For the volume of aggregates, for the volume of fine aggregate, we will use these. And for the admixture also, mass of chemical admixture by the specific gravity. The specific gravity I said already. While we are doing a mixed design, we have to get all the properties of the materials. We need here we have to use the specific gravity of the admixture. We should know all the properties of the material before going to the mixed design. By this we can calculate all the materials for the 1 meter m cube. After, okay, this is the mixed design process. I don't want to say about, we are having mass concrete also and self compacting concrete, which was using self concrete is so nice. Without using vibrators, we can place the concrete. With actually concrete we can place at the height of 1.5. okay, we are having some of the problems. We cannot pour the concrete from the height of 1.5 meter, so we have to pour from 3 meters, 4 meters, and the material should be nice. It should not get segregated. So for that purpose we can go for, and it will be like congested area where we cannot do the vibration also, like pen vibrators we cannot use. So at that place we can use self compacting concrete. I will explain in future the self compacting concrete, how we will do. And I have published journal also on that, and the mass concrete what we are using for the dam constructions. And I will show you in future that some of the approved mixed designs I was get it approved from the client. I will show you all these things, and I will show my journal also. And after doing this mixed designs, okay, we want to test for what m cube. Okay, we are using some of the concrete we are dispatching to the site. We don't, how many cubes we have to cast, and what the process we have to do the testing, how we have to do curing, for how many days we have to do the test, and what are the parameters we have to consider while using the doing the test, and what are the rate of load we have to apply for the destruction of the cube using compressive strength, and what type of compressive strength we can use. Either it can be cylindrical, it is cubical, and how we have to cure the cubes, and what are the parameters we have to follow, and what are the things we have to consider while curing the cubes, and what are the parameters of the constructing for the curing tank in winter and in summer, and how we will do the tests. I will explain all the things. And okay, this is my content. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me. I will tell you.
Sir, can you explain again the super plasticizer wala portion?
Super. Okay, I will explain. Yeah, I will explain. First, we will fix. We are having the water cement ratio. We are having that. Just I will show you that it will be easy for you. Rather than telling like this, I will show you. Yeah, I will explain. Okay, I will come from water cement ratio. Just we have to fix the water. First, we are getting the water as for 20 mm aggregate, maximum aggregate. Water is fixed for the 50 mm slump, 186 liters. But as I said to you that for every 25 mm increasing in slump, we need 3% increasing in 186 liters. Okay, you want 100 mm or 125 mm slump. Based on you can calculate here. For every 25 mm increment, you have to increase 3% of water in 186. Then you will get water content. After getting the water content, after getting into the water content, but this by using this water content, we will get the less strength. But there is a web, I said already. If water content is more, the strength obviously it will be decreased. If just we want strength more, we should decrease our water content. To decrease our water content, we need to use our admixtures. How we will fix the admixture percentage, we will decide here. Okay, just if you want to know, first what water content you got, 201.62. You got the water content from our calculations. First you use this only for the trial mix. You just use this water content and you go for slump test. Then you see what the slump we are getting for particular time. Okay, then obviously as my experience, it will get segregation due to over moisture. So we have to decrease our water content. To decrease our water content, we are using admixture. First, while going to trial mix, just go for 0.5 initially. Just 0.5% of cement content. We are having the cement content in earlier. Let us consider 4112 is our cement content. 4112 into 0.5%. What the amount we are getting, that amount we have to use for admixture. That dosage we have to use. Let us assume that 0.5 is our admixture dosage. Okay. Then admixture dosage we are fixing 0.5. 0.5 into 201 into 201.62 into 0.5 we will do. Then we are getting one particular amount of water. By using this particular amount of water, we will do a trial mix. Then after doing the trial mix, we will check the slump at our desired time. Just we are assuming that 100 mm slump we are required for 2 hours. Then we are doing the slump test for 2 hours. Then we will see whether it is getting 100 mm or not. Then if you are if you are not getting 100 mm slump, then we will go for 0.6% of water we will use again. Then 0.6% of doses we will use. Then we will check for the slump 2 hours. Then we will see whether we are getting or not getting. If we are getting, okay. If we are not getting, again we will go for 0.8%. Like this, we have to do the trial mix from 0.5 to 1%. We will get the desired slump. If we are not getting also, we can go beyond 1% also, but it should be done in a presence of technical person. If not, in future it may leads to lot of segregation process. So it is limited up to 1%. It will deduct 23, 25 to 30%. By this, this is the process we have to use to deduct our water content by using the admixture. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any question? Another question?
Sir,
Okay.
sir, what is the process of slump test?
Slump test. Okay. After taking the concrete mix, just we are having a slump. We have to take the slump cone. The slump cone diameter is at bottom. We will have a slump. Have you seen slump cone?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes.
can, you know, at bottom it will be like 200 mm dia, and up it will be like 100 mm dia, and its height will be 300 mm. Just you take the fresh concrete, then you take some amount of concrete and you place in that slump cone in 3 layers and give the blows of 25. Actually, you can find this. We are having in foreign, we are using 4 layers, and now we are using 3 layers. We can use 3 layers for 20 for each layer. We have to give the blows for 25 blows. After giving 25 blows for each layer, then we will just rotate in and we uplift the cone. Then it will be go into, there will be 3 types of slump: true slump, collapse slump, shear slump. Shear slump, it is like tight mold, we cannot use.
Sir. The types of slump test, slump, sir? Collapse, shear.
True, collapse, and shear.
Okay, thanks, sir.
We will only go for true slump. Collapse slump we cannot use. We can predict that either the water content is more or the doses what we are using is more. We cannot use. And shear slump, we can directly know that it was tight mold. It will be shear like in slide manner. So we cannot use the tight mold. And the true mold we have to, true slump we will go for. And while uplifting, you will get, in these type of 3, we will get 1 slump. You can decide whether it is shear or true or collapse. If it is true slump, then we will go ahead. Still, any question?
Sir, I have a design mix.
Yeah.
I have a design mix of 30 mm. 30 mm. Yes, sir. 30 mm. M30.
M30. Okay.
The targeted strength is 38.25.
Yeah.
Per square. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
The problem is that we are getting the water cement ratio is 0.4.
Okay, 0.4.
But
me.
with usage of a 0.4 water cement ratio, we are exceeding the cement value from the 450.
You are exceeding 450. No.
The problem is that we are exceeding from the 450. Now we are using a 0.4. And then the water cement ratio will water will get approximately 197.16.
Okay.
Then we use 197.6 and divided by 0.4.
Okay.
Then we will get a 4 over 450,
Yes.
exceeding the value of a cement from the 450, but the maximum value is the 450.
Yes. Please 450.
Yeah.
You do one thing.
Yeah.
What is the water ratio you are following? What
We
cement
are
ratio?
0.4.
0.4. And okay, 0.4 you are considering. And water content?
Water content 186 plus the 100 mm slum, right?
Okay, 100 mm slump you are preferring. Okay, 186 into 6%
Divided by 100.
plus 186. Okay, 197.16 you have to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
Okay. Then wait, I will. Okay. You are going for 492. Actually, you are doing a mistake here.
Yeah.
I said already. 197 our water content.
Yeah.
And water cemetery is 0.38. Okay, 0.4.
Yeah.
While you are doing, you are getting 9 kgs of cement you have to use.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but it is wrong. So only we are using admixtures to decrease our water content.
So is it compulsory to use a water super plasticizer?
Yes, if not, this is the what for this water content we are need to use lot of cement. I said already, if the water content more, we will get the less strength. If less strength, if not, we have to use the more cement content. We cannot use more cement content beyond our limit. So we should be cement content should be in limit. To limit, we can go for admixtures. If we are using 490 cement content, it will be like huge. We are the engineers to do in an economic manner, where we are getting for less amount we are getting the admixture. By using the admixture, we can reduce the water content up to 25 to 30%. Then that water content you can calculate at the time, so that you will get the cement content within limit. You can try now only that. Okay, if you are getting 197 water content you are getting, but after using admixture, let it be like 0.7% you are using, then it will come around 160 or 150. Then you can, okay, let us assume that 150 we are getting 150 liters by 0.40. Then our cement content is 375.
Yes.
Yeah, we can use, and we will get the strength also. If we for to know, we don't have any time, we have to know the value early. We can go for accelerated curing tank also. We will get within 24 hours results. I will explain this. If you want, I will explain this process also, how we will do the accelerated curing tank. Within 24 hours we can get the results. We need not to wait for 28 days. Still, any doubt?
No, sir.
Anyone? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, then can I wind up? If you want to know and what the things I want to I will explain future in my future classes. If you want to know, I will explain in brief. I have a lot of time, but if there is any no doubt, means I will wind up. Any doubt? I am interested to say answers to your doubts.
No, sir. Proceed.
No, if you have from my side, I have finished it. If you are having any queries, if you want to know the things what okay, then I will say how we will get it approval from the client. Okay, I will say how we have to do the mix design and what are the documents we have to attach to that mix design and how we will get the client approval. I will say, okay, you have did your mix design well. Then you have tested for 7 days and 28 days. You have already tested and you have the cube results. Then you have to prepare the same format. What I am showing right now, you have to prepare in the same format. This exactly see what the things I am showing, that you have to prepare in the same pattern, that the things and the background things you have to mention the same things. Everything we have to consult these things. After these all calculations, you should give in a particular box what are the cement content, aggregate, fine aggregate, and the from bottom we have to build a new table and we will give what are the results for 28 days, 7 days. And if you are doing with accelerated curing term results also, you can give these results. After giving these results, between, let us we assume that we are a contractor, that we are having client. In between client and contractor, there will be a PMC. Then first we will not directly contact with clients. The PMC should give approval that they have to study our mix design area. Then in their presence only we have to do the mix design. After doing mix design in their presence, they will check each and every test, what tests we are doing. They will involve in every test and everything they will observe and they will see. And after preparing these calculations, they will go through it and they will say, okay, they done well. They will see all the things and they will go okay. After getting signed, we have to attach for every material, whatever material we are using in mix design. For every material we need to go for third-party testing. We need third-party reports. We will do in-house reports also. We will do in our laboratory. We will do all the tests and we will attach. But sometimes client will not believe us, so they will ask for third-party reports also. So we will call for third-party and we will give the materials. We will pack the materials in presence of PMC and we will post that materials and we will get it tested and we will get the test reports back. And the test reports also we have to get it signed from the PMC and we have to attach the third-party reports and our in-house reports and this calculation sheet. All the things we have to sign it and the PMC have to sign it. After getting a sign, we have to prepare a small letter to the client that so and so date I have did the mix design and this is the mix design M35 I want to use in a particular structure. We have to mention everything in a letter. We will write a draft letter and just we will send it to the our higher authorities. Okay, let us be project manager. The project manager will sign on that letterhead and he will forward to the client. The client will see the signature of the PMC and our representative and he will verify the things and he will get it signed. After that he will again send us a letter. So yes, it was fulfilled. You can use in the structures. This is the process how we will get the approval for the concrete mix design. Not only concrete mix design, if we want to get approval for the sand, for any material, let us be like ballast, we will go for ballast. First we have to raise the RFI ready for inspection. We will raise the RFI that so and so crusher we have to go and we have to see what is the rock, what is the belt, in what depth they are digging the stone. We have to see all these parameters. We should take our client representative PMC. Along with the PMC, we will visit the site and we will see the client also will visit, client representative PMC will visit, and from our side one person will go, and we will see the crusher and what the capacity of the crusher and how much quantity they are producing daily, and whether they can produce that much of quantity to our project or not, and what is there any environmental issues, is the license is proper. If is there any environmental issues, we have to ask the every document. If we are having any environmental issues, we are using that aggregate that ballast things. After we are getting any issues, then our client will not release our bill. So first only we have to clear all these things. We will go with along representative. We will see the whether documents are correct or not. After that, okay, it is fine, document is fine. Then we will our quality purpose, we have to see whether belt from where to where and what depth they are digging and what type of rock it is. Just for sample purpose, we will take on the day we will take some of the rocks and we will take to our own laboratory. And for the ballast, we need we need the 5 tests like AAV, aggregate impact value, loss angle aberration value, LAAV, and water observation and gradation. These are the 4 things we will use. And I will say the limits for impact value. We need 20, less than 20. We need the crushing value for the ballast purpose. For AAV, it will be like 30. Water observation. Last time code book was revised. Last time it is 2%. Now it was revised and it is came down to 1%. And ballast gradation you will have in the report. After fulfilling all these properties, then again we will do the 3 tests in presence of the client representative. We will do the test and we will file it, and we will get it signed from the representative of the client and from our side, and again we will write a letter. So this is okay and we are going to use in this structure. If any future clarification, if you will suggest, we will go for third-party testing also. Just we will write a letter to the client and they will verify it and they will send it back. If they will say any comment like you have to do the third-party test, then we will go for third-party testing also. If there is no comment, then we will get approval, and after getting the approval, we will say that crushers to stop the production. If they will start at the first time while giving their product, we have to check whether the gradation property. Maybe we cannot go to the crusher every time that material is coming from that crusher or not, we have to check. So at infrequent manner, we will also do the test. Some of the tests we will do. If it is exceeding then values, then we will stop the crusher. These things we will follow for the material requirements. If still any doubts are there, you can ask. I will say. Hello. Is there any doubt? You can ask, no problem. We are having a lot of time.
No problem, sir.
If there is no question, means can I wind up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay then. Bye, all of you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.